Good morning, Unity of Charlotte. I'm here to welcome you, and a part of this song, I'm going to invite you to welcome each other. You'll know when it is. It goes like this. There is a space in my heart where I find the truth. I find me in you, a truth beyond what you may see now. But when we are one, we bring more good about. No matter who or what you call yourself or where you come from, yeah, there is a place in this world with open arms right now. Welcome to love and welcome to peace. Welcome to our community. And be who you are and let your light shine. We're so much more when we unite. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. See with new eyes, allow and unfold, embrace and let go, trust the flow. There's a freedom in love when you follow your heart. Together we are stronger than we could ever be apart. No matter who or what you call yourself or where you come from, yeah, there is a place in this world with open arms right now. Welcome to love and welcome to peace. Welcome to our community. You are, and let your light shine. We're so much more when we unite. You are welcome here. You are welcome here. And breathe in and out. Slowly feel all that's around you and all that you feel and all that you know. Let it go. Welcome to love and welcome to peace. Welcome to our community. And be who you are and let your light shine. We're so much more when we unite. Yeah, when we unite. Oh, 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 oh. When we unite. Yeah, yeah. When we unite. Oh, oh, oh. All right, here we go. It's real simple. Goes. You are welcome here. Love is welcome here. Peace is welcome here. You are well. Now look at somebody on one side and say, you are welcome. Somebody else and say, love is welcome. Feel inside and say, peace is welcome. You are welcome here. Great job, great job.
We're Well, good morning.
Good morning.
Was that a great way to start the service today? A little more love for John Stringer. Woo. We're so glad to have you here today. Well, my name is not Marty Bacher. It's Reverend Sally Robbins. I'm a minister at large here at Unity of Charlotte. What am I? I'm whatever I want to be. Okay. We're so blessed that you could join us today. As you can see, it's going to be a very special day with our wonderful guest, John Stringer. And we also want to welcome those who are joining us via the wonders of technology, Access 21, and YouTube. Now, some of you may say, well, what is unity? Unity is a positive, practical, progressive approach to Christianity based upon the teachings of Jesus and the power of prayer. We teach the effective daily application of the principles of truth taught and exemplified by the great way shower, Jesus Christ. We promote a way of life that leads to health, happiness, prosperity, and peace of mind. Would you like a little bit more of that in your life? Yes. A few of you would. Would you like a little bit more? Yes. All right. So, Unity of Charlotte is a community. And this is a wonderful place where we can all come together in community and celebrate these wonderful principles.
So I invite you to just simply breathe into this moment as we take this time to recognize this one life, this one presence, this one power. The very source and substance of all that is, that permeates all life, that expresses in, through, and as all creation. And we remember in this moment that there is no separation between the Creator and that which it has created. That life is indeed living itself through us right here and right now. And so all of those qualities that we associate with spirit, harmony, peace, love, joy, abundance, are ours right now. So we come together today to remember the truth of who we are. For as the Master taught us, it is that truth that sets us free. We remember we are divine beings, living fully, joyously, and completely. How grateful I am for the many hands and hearts that come together every Sunday to bring about this divine idea called Unity of Charlotte. And I know that we are each blessed, that that which needs to be said is said, and that which needs to be heard is heard. How good it is. How very good it is. And so in joy and in gratitude, I simply give thanks for this opportunity, for the love that flows through us and as us, for the divine mind always saying yes, for life itself. And through the power of the living Christ, I simply speak this word and release it, knowing it is so. As together we say, and so it is. Amen.
Now we're going to sing our congregational song, God is Our Source. Put your hands together, come on. You can stand up too, come on. Come on.
Do the response, okay?
God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Peace is my source. Peace is my power. Peace gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Peace gives me everything I need. Love is my source. Love is my power. Love gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Awesome.
And you can remain standing for our affirmation. If you want, or you can sit, you can do whatever you want. How cool is that? So join me, knowing this truth. Today, I declare my spiritual independence. I release all self-imposed limitations. I express myself fully, freely, and powerfully. I know the joy of being my authentic self. Today, I declare my spiritual independence. Amen. Thank you. Turns out I need glasses more and more of the time. Either everything's shrinking in the world and getting fuzzier, or I just got to wear glasses. So one of the blessings of this job, and there are many, is that sometimes you get to hang out with really amazing people and have quality private time. And so it was wonderful to hang out with John a little bit last night and just share this journey that happens when you say yes. And then trusting how that unfolds. And so as we were speaking last night, it reminded me of a passage. This one comes from Thomas Kelly, A Testament of Devotion. It's called The Light Within. And so I just invite you to close your eyes if that's comfortable for you and allow these words to speak to you. He writes, Meister Eckhart wrote, "As thou art in church or cell, that same frame of mind carries out into the world, into its turmoil and into its fitfulness. Deep within us, there is an amazing inner sanctuary of the soul, a holy place, a divine center, a speaking voice to which we may continuously return. Eternity is at our hearts, pressing upon our torn-time lives, warming us with intimations of an astounding destiny, calling us home unto itself. Yielding to these persuasions, gladly committing ourselves in body and soul, utterly and completely to the light within, is the beginning of true life. It is the dynamic center, a creative life that presses to birth within us. It is a light within which illumines the face of God and casts new shadows and new glories upon the face of humanity. It is the seed stirring to life if we do not choke it. It is the Shekinah of the soul, the presence in the midst. Here is the slumbering Christ, stirring to be awakened, to become the soul we clothe in earthly form and in action. And it is within us all. As we move through this day, we simply are reminded and affirm that this presence, this Christ presence, this Shekinah, this Buddhic soul, lives itself in us. And not only lives itself in us, but lives itself through us. So as we connect with that divine center, we carry that presence into the world to heal that which needs to be healed, to bless that which needs to be blessed. How good it is to know this truth. And so we allow it to be so. Amen. So will you please welcome back my friend, this amazing young man, John Stringer.
that for a moment of silence.
See if I can, there we go. So this song is one that, I'm gonna step down a little bit, I feel so elevated. This song is a song that I'd like to explain. I asked for what the song should be, and what came through was simply a message as if from our higher consciousness, the I am, to who we think we are. Check it out. Here I am. I've heard that you've been looking for me. But hard on me to look for me. I think that's kind of funny. And here I am, waiting for you. Listen for me now. I can wait for as long as it takes, because everything's already here. Right now, right now. Holy instant, holy moment. Instant holy moment. Oh, oh, oh. Your creation of form is something else, beauty but not real. So don't get caught in how you feel when you see something go down that you don't like. Remember and don't remember, there's no wrong and there's no right. Holy instant, holy moment. Holy instant, holy moment. Don't be afraid to speak to me. Ask whatever you may need. Don't be afraid to let it go and ask whatever you need to know. Holy instant, holy moment. I will lead you home. Holy instant, holy moment. And I will lead you home. You've seen your peaks, you've seen the veil removed, yet you know that you love to suffer until you're ready for some higher good. Yes, all good, as you say, it's all good, 'cause I made it that way. The essence is eternal, an extension of myself. Holy instant, holy moment. And I will lead you home. the pain. Cry and feel the love again. Om, holy, holy. Om, holy, holy. Om, holy, holy. Om, can you help me out with that? Om, holy, holy. Om, holy, holy. Om, holy, holy. Om, holy, holy. Om, and we sing. Om, holy, holy. Om, holy, holy. Yeah, bring those harmonies in. Holy, holy. Om, and we sing. Om, holy, holy. Om, holy. Yeah. Om, holy, holy. Om. Sing and listen. Om, holy, holy. Om, holy, holy. Om, holy, holy. Om, holy, holy. Om. Take a breath. That was beautiful. Thank you. So we're going to dive in. As we ended the song, both toning and listening, sometimes listening allows you to enter a more aware state, more present state. What's interesting is the nature of everything that we've created could be defined as sound. Everything that exists. Oscillation is basically what every particle in physics they can find does, which is vibration, right? And vibration being frequency at different rates. And technically, through sensation, we perceive these things or interact with them, whether it's feeling or seeing or what have you, but it's all a spectrum of vibration. And it could technically be defined as all sound, which is amazing, right? Right, the word, exactly. So that's not just metaphysics, that's like the physics of life. That's just like the nature of what we've observed. And many times in that realm of science and observation and testing and trying to describe life, what we've come across is somewhat of a limitation, a known limitation, agreed upon limitation, that there's only so much we can explain and observe and kind of logically deduce about, theorize about, etc., and test. One of those areas is consciousness. Like there's all kinds of experiments in consciousness. Consciousness is one of those things that is hard to grasp and define and scientifically test out and spell out. But we experience it. It's kind of like the mysterious I am presence. It's challenging to do a bunch of tests on it and write a doctorate on it or spell it out scientifically and prove it in a factual way, but we experience it. We experience it in all sorts of ways. And through our listening, through that stillness, through those practices we use that assist us in centering, being present, whatever the practices are, toning, meditation, yoga, what doesn't matter. If it works for you, and if you find the practices that work for you, that's very important. It can help you align with that essence and to expand that awareness so we can listen to the sound that's here now, but to experience it in a way that's harmonious. Alignment is what I often receive, and many others often receive from that higher consciousness. It's how it's explained. We align with Source, the essence of who we are. There's only consciousness and energy. You could see it, explain it that way. That's what we've created, what exists, and it appears in all these different forms. But our practices assist us in aligning with that Source, expanding our awareness so that we can actually have what that way Yeshua talked about. Yeshua, or Jesus the Christ, as some call him. Abundant life. He was the guy going around and being quoted as saying, I came that you might have abundant life. It's like, I'm up for that. Sounds good. Abundant life. Jesus, does that mean I'm going to have more cars, more money, more this, more that? It's like, you can be in the world, but not really of the world. You store your treasures out here in the world of form, material things. They're temporal, they go away. You know, good luck with that. But there is a kingdom with treasures within. In that kingdom, that's where your power lies. That's where fulfillment lies. In fact, that's where the I am resides. That's why we call it the kingdom of God within. So he was breaking it down to help people see that there was something more than they were conditioned to believe in. That mysterious that can be experienced. That limitlessness that we all have access to because we are extensions of it. Just like he taught, I am the vine, you are the branches. We are extensions of this vine, this oneness. I and the Father are one. The words proceeding from my mouth are of the Father, the great channeler. He was breaking it down and helping people see that through alignment, we can actually experience abundant life. Now, okay, abundant life. One of the unity principles, power, we're taught that we have all power. I was just recently at Kansas City at Unity Village. Wonderful week with the International Youth of Unity, students from South Africa, from all over the U.S., you name it. There was a youth-led event with adults being sponsors there, and I was invited to do workshops and play music and do all this wonderful stuff. And one of the things that came up during the workshop is we're taught we have all power. So I'm going to ask you the same question I asked them because I liked it so much. We have all power. Now, many of us are playing in this world, and there are things we desire, right? By a show of hands, how many in here, actually don't even show hands, just say yes. How many in here would love to experience what it feels like to be independently wealthy? Say yes.
Yes.
Excellent. How many in here would love to experience what it feels like to be fully healthy and whole? Say yes.
Yes.
Yes. So, how many in here by a show of hands are independently wealthy? How many by a show of hands are experiencing complete health and wholeness? All right. So, why did I ask that? We have all power. I'm going to ask again. How many, don't answer though. How many of you would like to experience what it feels like to be independently wealthy? Let's do it now. Let's go in. And we simply, in this moment, imagine what it feels like to be able to pay everything we'd like to pay, whether it be those that we love, assisting them, paying off all debts, but imagining where we would go who we'd hand money to, what we would get, the whole nine. Put yourself through that. And as you bring yourself to the present moment and imagine that, as you're breathing and relaxing and feeling into what it feels like, think about what you'd like to do the most. Maybe the top 2 things you'd like to do as independent wealthy. Maybe traveling, vacationing, taking your family somewhere, a loved one somewhere. And just feel that. And give thanks for it, for the feeling. Take a breath. You can open your eyes. How many of you felt independently wealthy? So let's talk about this all power thing. When Yeshua was going around teaching, be in the world but not of it, in the external, the world of form is the temporal world, it passes away, etc., etc. Don't store your treasures there, don't be all attached and all that stuff. He wasn't saying you can't desire things. In fact, the very definition of abundant life is fulfillment. Fulfillment of what? Desire. The question is, how do we fulfill the desire? Through spirit or through the world of form? The world of form cannot fulfill desire. In fact, the world of form is meaningless. It's just energy that you assign meaning to. It's just oneness that we're floating around in, making up art around, pretending that we're all separate and believing it. It's quite convincing. It's just a big virtual program, right? But it's pretty much meaningless. Just beautiful art that we assign meaning to and judge and believe in separation and fear and all this stuff, and it gives it flavor and context and contrast, and it's quite an experience, right? It's very convincing. In fact, I'm somewhat convinced right now, and I'm aligning to release that. Release that. The reality is our fulfillment comes through spirit. Everything we encounter in any moment that we see, the appearance of things, the illusion, the Maya, the world of form, what we perceive with the eyes. We know this, we've been taught, I'm just reminding you. It's all illusion. People don't like to hear it's meaningless. Well, what about my family? Meaningless. You create the meaning. You give it the meaning. What's that mean? Depends on where you go. What's that mean? Depends on where you go. This is a swear word in some places, right? For those of you who have traveled outside the US to the UK, places like that, you put that symbol up and people be offended. You create the meaning. Now we have meaning at different levels, individual, collectively, society, family conditioning, all these different levels of conditioning and constructs that we've created, government, even traffic, how to drive. There's so many different ways to do it, right? Even light switches. Went to Japan and the switch goes this way. It's like, wow, that's so cool. So different. You know, electric current and how the current works and the plugs. Just all these different constructs we've come up with and meaning and way to create things. It's very creative. It's ingenious. We are that incredible span of consciousness creating all sorts of neat things and assigning meaning and making new constructs and developing wild things in this program to enjoy more. Now, it's only oneness here, but our right is more. Now, if it's all meaningless and we're developing all this stuff, the point is the power is here. All power. And we choose what to create, what to make anything mean in any moment. And if we desire something, we are not separate from the fulfillment. And in fact, the desire is the seed of the very vibration and frequency we are seeking. And if we align with higher consciousness that knows this is a video game and that knows the path to fulfillment, guess what happens? We amplify that desire and fulfill it through whatever practice that works for us, whether it's visualization or whether it's just complete surrender to spirit so that it can lift us and inspire us to feel in that moment, creating sensation, feeling, vibration, creating new meaning, new thought, new ideas, creating inspiration. And guess what happens? You've created on all those levels. There's another level. This level. This dimension. This 3D, whatever you want to call it. I like to call it the level of manifestation or form. That level is where things appear, where things correspond with what we have obtained in consciousness, what we have chosen, whether subconsciously or consciously. So a lot of these conditioned meaning and constructs we have created as a society, as America, as Democrats or Republicans, as this, that, and the other, are operating, and there's nothing wrong with any of them. It's all really meaningless, actually. We just invest our energy through our will, through our intent, through our choice, whether conscious or subconscious, and that energy flows in and creates the frequencies, corresponding sensations, the meaning. And guess what? Our experience, the appearance of things in the world of form, unfolds here. So in this moment, I am driving. I love this example because most people who can drive relate. I'm driving and someone cuts me off in traffic. And in that moment, there's neither right or wrong way to respond. We've been conditioned to respond in a way of lack. And how dare you, this is my right away. And, you idiot, what's wrong? You could have killed me. Though nothing has happened. I'm sorry, baby, you okay? I'm sorry. I get a little loud, don't I? Yes, that's a frightening way to respond, as you can see. Or we can respond, you know what, I don't know what they're going through. Might have lost their job, might be on the way to emergency, might have just had the worst news in their life. You know, whatever, we can assume the best even. Maybe they're going to pick up $1 million check. You know, whatever, we can create whatever meaning. Here's the question I love to ask, and I'm going to leave you with this. Whatever meaning you choose, how does it feel? At the end of the day, is it fulfilling? Do you want to feel more of that? It's not right or wrong. From politics to relationships to in this present moment, how you feel about yourself, the thoughts and the programs running, how does it feel? In oneness, there's only perfection. We get to create whatever we want to drop on top of that, and we have been given all power. All power is here to experience in the moment. This is all meaningless and just amplifiers. So whatever you're feeling, remember you're choosing it, subconsciously or consciously. If you like it, great. If you don't, my invitation is align to expand your consciousness, because it is your I am knowing that will empower you, remove blocks, remove limited conditioned thinking, and allow you to choose in a way that is most fulfilling. Whether it be the frequency and vibration in that moment, or whether it be some form of information, thought, idea, or even inspired action. In all thy ways acknowledge the I am, that which you truly are, the essence, and it will direct your path. Namaste.
See why I love this guy? Don't go too far away. We're going to have you up in a second. No. Yeah. So let's just anchor that in prayer. That beautiful consciousness that recognizes that indeed we are in oneness all the time. We live, move, and have our very being in the presence of the divine. And so let us just open our hearts fully to resonate with the unconditional love of Spirit. And expand our minds to embrace divine wisdom. To recognize and know that the very portal of our soul is that place through which the divine can reveal itself. Whatever current conditions, situations, circumstances that we may be facing are simply that opportunity to see the truth, to experience divinity, and to bring forth that essence into being. So we allow ourselves to vibrate at the level of true abundance, joyously giving, graciously receiving of the divine bounty. We allow ourselves to fully and freely forgive, to release, to let go that which no longer serves us. And it is placed to step into that place of unconditional love, of acceptance, of seeing beyond the appearance of things to know the divinity not only in ourselves but in all people. We allow ourselves to be healed. We know that we are vibrating at a level of wholeness, and that wholeness expresses itself as health, as well-being, as vitality. For we are one with Spirit always. And we become that place through which the divine can know itself more fully, can fulfill itself through us. So we know we are blessed. Right here, right now. And as we experience that blessing, we simply extend the blessing. We bless this spiritual community, this divine idea we call Unity of Charlotte, knowing that it is divinely guided and abundantly supplied in its perfect mission and its perfect work. We extend that blessing to our brothers and sisters across the planet. We are recognizing the brotherhood and sisterhood of all humanity. We bless the planet itself with all of her inhabitants. We're seeing a world at peace, a world that works for all. And as always, we bless all priests, rabbis, ministers, teachers of all faiths. We honor and celebrate the many pathways to divine awareness and understanding. So I give thanks. I give thanks for this spiritual recognition, for this vibrational transformation taking place. And I'm giving thanks for a law of mind operating upon the consciousness that we establish, bringing forth the highest good for all concerned. And so it is with a profound sense of joy and gratitude that I simply release this word, knowing that it fulfills itself in perfect timing and in divine right order, that indeed it is good and very good. And so we allow it to be so. And so it is. Amen.
All right, we're going to sing I Am So Blessed. I just want to remind everybody, be sure and sing it twice. Okay.
Stringer.
This is somewhat of a meditation of gratitude. As Marty mentioned earlier, Reverend Marty said, divine is saying yes. When we're willing to say yes, we can receive, we can give, we can flow, expand, and activate that power, use that power consciously, listening to the sound where we're led and guided. And it's a wonderful journey. So I invite you to open your hearts and feel into this. I wanna say thank you for the way you gently open my eyes. No matter what I do, your love is always coming through. When I look in any situation and I say yes, I say yes, I say yes to your love. Oh yes, oh yes, and I say yes. Father, Mother, I say yes. Spirit, I say yes to your love. Oh yes, oh yes, you've created me fearlessly and wonderfully to be your instrument. Use me, I surrender in this moment. Let me be your eyes, let me be your hands, let me be your voice. I'll give you everything I can, and I say yes. Spirit, I say yes. Surrender, I say yes. I give up everything that keeps me from knowing you and knowing the truth. Oh, I say yes. Father, Mother, I say yes. Great I am, I say yes. To your love. And take my hands, do what you will. And take my voice, do what you will. And take my do what you will. And let your love flow through me. If you'd like to join in, you can sing Take My Hand. Take my hand, do what you will. Do what you will. Take my voice. Take my voice. Do what you will. Do what you will. Take my all. Take my all. Do what you will. And let your love flow through me. I know you know the plans to prosper me, give me hope in the future. And I say yes, I surrender. And I say yes, yes. Can you sing that? Yes, yes. We lift our voice and sing yes, yes. Giving everything, yes. All power, yes. All fulfillment, yes. Abundant life, yes. And we say yes, yes. Oh, and we sing yes, yes. Spirit, we sing yes to love, yes to peace, yes to bliss, yes, and we say yes. Father, Mother, we say yes. One power, we say yes to your love. Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. So it is.
John, thank you so much for being here, blessing us with your presence. Do we love him or what? Yeah. So just a couple of logistics I'll make you aware of. So if you are registered for the workshop, we've got lunch set up in the Ennis room. If you have not yet registered and would like to, we've got that set up. You can do it right here. John's going to be available after the service. He's got some wonderful product, a great book on abundance. Not that anybody has any issues on that, but I noticed there's far less hands that went up with the financial independence than on health and well-being, so just saying. He'll be available to talk and chat and whatever, and if you want to grab lunch, and then we'll meet back here for those staying for the workshop at 12:30 in the sanctuary, right? Cool. So, do we want to do prayer of protection? We want to do something magnificent. Something kind of had a magnificent feeling. Please stand and join me. Repeat after me. Do as I do, although you can use both hands. It's very cool. Something magnificent is happening through me right now.
Something magnificent is happening through me right now.
It is happening through my mind.
It is happening through my mind.
Through my body.
Through my body.
Through my affairs.
Through my affairs.
I think it.
I think it.
I believe it.
I believe it.
I accept it.
I accept it.
I rejoice in it. I name it good and very good.
I name it good and very good.
Thank you, God.
Thank you, God.
And so it is.
So it is.
Let us sing the peace song.